Once upon a time, in a small, lively village nestled between rolling green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a humble gardener named Layla. Every morning, as the sun's golden rays peered over the horizon, Layla would step into her garden, tending to her flowers and vegetables with gentle hands and a patient heart. Her neighbors often admired her vibrant blooms and the plump, juicy fruits that grew under her care, but it was more than her skill with plants that made Layla special. It was her kindness. Layla's garden was open to all. Children would come to play among the sunflowers, the elderly would rest on her shaded bench, and travelers found comfort in her warm smile and a glass of cool water. She always listened to their stories, giving each person her full attention. When someone was sad, Layla offered words of encouragement. When someone was in need, she shared her harvest without hesitation. One chilly autumn, the village faced a great challenge. The river that flowed through their fields, usually abundant, began to dry up. Crops wilted, and the villagers grew anxious. The elders called a meeting to discuss their options, but fear and frustration filled the air. Voices rose, blame was cast, and hope seemed to fade. It was Layla who stepped forward, her voice soft yet steady. She reminded the villagers of the times they had come together before, how they had helped rebuild a neighbor's barn after a storm, or shared food with travelers during harsh winters. She spoke not of blame, but of unity. Layla suggested that everyone work together to dig a new channel from the distant spring just beyond the hills. The task was daunting, and many doubted it could be done. But Layla was undeterred. She picked up her shovel and began to dig, her action quiet but purposeful. Moved by her determination, others soon joined. Young and old, strong and weary side by side, they worked from dawn till dusk. Layla encouraged those who grew tired, praised those who found creative solutions, and always found time to listen to concerns. Her belief in the village never wavered. As days turned into weeks, the new channel took shape. Finally, with one last push, the water began to flow, clear and cool, breathing life back into the fields. The villagers rejoiced, celebrating not just the return of the water, but the renewed spirit of their community. Afterward, as the village gathered in Layla's garden to share a meal, she gently reminded them that it was kindness, patience, and a willingness to listen that had brought them through hardship. She said, "To win hearts, you must first open your own. To inspire others, lead with your actions, not just your words. And to bring about change, nurture hope and unity, even when the task seems impossible." The villagers never forgot Layla's example. Her garden flourished more than ever, but so did the spirit of the village. Neighbors became friends, and strangers were welcomed with open arms. The story of Layla, the gardener who healed a village with compassion and perseverance, was told for generations as a reminder that the greatest way to win hearts and inspire others is to lead with empathy, steadfastness, and a generous spirit. And so, the garden continued to bloom, not just with flowers, but with the lasting beauty of kindness and community. A living fable, whispering its wisdom to all who passed by.